Hey guys, looking to do a video blog this week instead of a written blog and just see how this goes. But um, there's this passage in Philippians that talks about anxiety, and I work with tons of people who deal with anxiety, and I think there are a few passages in the Bible that we go to when we are dealing with anxiety or that we give people as references, and one of the big ones is Philippians 4. And we typically start in Philippians 4:6. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving present your request to God. So this is a passage that kind of is given and used like, just go to God in prayer and don't be anxious and just don't worry about it. But if you struggle with anxiety at any time over your life, you know that that's not really how life works. And so you say don't be anxious for anything, and perhaps you could grow your anxiety. Like if I were to say don't think about a white elephant, you would start thinking about a white elephant because I just put in your head to think about a white elephant. So y'all are all thinking about a white elephant right now. So we jump into this passage and it looks like it's a command, like God is giving us a command to not be anxious for anything. And I want to go back a few verses and actually maybe see if maybe we're reading it wrong or missing the secret to how we don't have to be anxious for anything. And I think it goes back to verse 4. So verse 4 says, so I'm in Philippians 4:4, and I'm reading from the NIV. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Then do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving present your request to God. So I'm wondering if the key to not being anxious is actually found in verse 4 and then at the end of verse 5. So verse 4 tells us to rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Really, it's putting our focus on God, putting our focus on worship, putting our focus on the character of God and how he is bigger and stronger and controls things that we don't control and lives in that space where we worry. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is right before he says, do not be anxious about anything, he says, the Lord is near. And this is 4 very short, small words right in front of do not be anxious for anything. And I think these 4 words are the key to not being anxious, is to recognize that the Lord is near, that his presence is with you. Even when you don't feel it, he is there. The Lord is near. Therefore, you don't have to be anxious about anything, but you go to him, put your focus on him, rejoice in him, remember he is there, and then that shifts your perspective on your worries and your anxieties. And when we do that, when we rejoice in the Lord, when we know the Lord is near, and when we go to him as a father who cares about our concerns and even any of our concerns, then the peace of God will transcend all understanding and will guard our hearts. So God guards our hearts and God takes care of our anxieties, not us in our own strength and power, but we lose sight of the fact that he is near and that he is there for us. And then he tells us, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Then he guides us into where your thoughts are, your heart will be, right? So intentionally put your mind and heart on the things of God, rejoicing, gratitude, knowing that God is near, and dwelling on things that are good and upright and holy, and instead of the things that are outside of our control, the things that worry us, the things that overwhelm us, the things that scare us. And so I think really this passage gives us a lot more insight and power into shifting our focus to God, who is able to take care of all of our anxieties instead of this driven command to not be anxious for anything. Because let's be honest, we're human and we're weak and we're going to have anxieties. It's not will you have anxieties, it's how, what do you do, who do you go to, where is your focus when you have anxieties. Thank you. I hope this turned out, and y'all let me know your feedback about the video blog, and I look forward to the next time that I'm able to talk to you either by words or by video, and I hope you'll have a really blessed week.